Welcome to the Fearful Fright series, where we will be reading with our favorite green ghoul, Grimmer. Now sit back and enjoy this twisted tale. Today our story is called The Last Save File, Part 3, Full Clear. Terrence Banks tried to pretend it was over. For 3 days after the yard sale, nothing happened. No humming. No glowing screen. No wet, blinking click in the dark. It should have felt like relief. Instead, it felt like something holding its breath. It was Aubrey who broke the silence. "They're gone," she said one morning over breakfast. Mildred looked up. "Who?" "The other family." Terrence froze. Aubrey wasn't looking at them. She was staring at the blank TV. "I can't hear them anymore." That afternoon, Terrence searched online. Missing persons, local reports, neighborhood groups. It didn't take long. Family disappears without a trace, Holloway residents under investigation. No signs of struggle. No evidence of forced entry. Just gone. Exactly like the game. Brad pushed his chair back. "We need to go there." Mildred shook her head immediately. "No, absolutely not. We sold it to them," Brad snapped. "This is on us." "It's not," she shot back. "We didn't know." "Yes, we did." That shut her up. Because they had known. At least enough. Terrence stood. "We're going." Aubrey nodded softly. "They're still inside," she said. The Holloway house. The police tape flapped in the wind. The house sat quiet. Too quiet. No cars. No lights. No life. Brad ducked under the tape first. "Come on." Mildred hesitated only a second before following. Terrence helped Aubrey under. The moment they stepped onto the porch, a faint sound drifted from inside. A lullaby. Terrence's stomach dropped. "She's still playing," he whispered. The front door creaked open. Unlocked. Waiting. Inside. Everything looked normal. Too normal. Couches in place. Dishes in the sink. A jacket draped over a chair. Like the family had just stepped away. Then the TV upstairs flickered. For just a second. Not on. But watching. Aubrey grabbed Terrence's hand. "She knows we're here." The basement door was open. Dark. The lullaby was louder now. Clearer. Brad went down first. Each step creaked like it didn't want to hold him. The air grew colder. Thicker. At the bottom. The TV glowed. The console hummed. HEXENWOOD. Last save, Ethan. The game was already running. No title screen. No menu. Just the forest. Alive. Waiting. 3 characters stood on the path. Ethan. Karen. David. And behind them. Something moved between the trees. Mildred whispered, "They're still in there." Aubrey stepped closer. "They're scared." The witch's voice slithered from the speakers. "You came back." The screen flickered. For a split second. It showed the basement. All 4 of them standing there. And something standing behind them. Tall. Bent. Closer than before. The lights went out. Pulled back in. The controllers turned on by themselves. One by one. Click. 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 Terrence tried to step back. He couldn't. His feet wouldn't move. The screen warped. The forest stretched outward. Not inside the TV. Into the room. Branches burst from the screen. Black, vein-like roots crawling across the floor. Wrapping around their ankles. Mildred screamed. Brad tried to pull free. Too late. Aubrey didn't fight. She just looked at the screen. "It's okay," she whispered. The roots tightened. The world folded. And then. They were inside. The deeper game. The forest wasn't the same. It was bigger. Endless. Alive in a way it hadn't been before. Terence turned slowly. The others stood beside him. Rendered. Changed. Aubrey's character looked different. Stronger. Her eyes still glowed faintly blue. But now. They weren't empty. You came back, she said softly. Terence swallowed. We're getting them out. The ground shifted. A new message carved itself into the sky. Final run. No saves. No trades. All or none. Mildred whispered, it changed the rules. The witch appeared. No static now. No distortion. Clear. Real. And smiling wider than ever. You learn, she said. But so do I. The rescue. The levels weren't puzzles anymore. They were traps. Memories twisted into weapons. Fear turned into terrain. They found David first. Half buried in the ground. Roots crawling into his skin. His character flickered. Help. Me. Brad dragged him free. The ground screamed. Karen was trapped in a house made of mirrors. Each reflection showed her disappearing piece by piece. Mildred shattered them. Each break echoed like a bone snapping. Ethan was last. Deep in the forest. At the center. He stood facing something. Something that looked like him. But wrong. Smiling. You didn't save me, the thing said. Terence stepped forward. We're here now. The fake Ethan lunged. The fight was brutal. Fast. Desperate. But this time. They didn't choose. They didn't hesitate. They worked together. And the illusion shattered. Ethan collapsed. Real. Alive. The final choice. The witch returned. Angrier now. But still smiling. You broke the rules, she said. The sky cracked. The forest twisted. There must always be a child. Aubrey stepped forward. No, she said. The witch tilted her head. You belong to me. Aubrey shook her head. I was never yours. The ground split open. Darkness below. Endless. The witch screamed. For the first time. Not in control. A message burned across the sky. Terminate game. Terence stared at it. This is it, he said. If we end it. No one stays, Mildred finished. The witch lunged. Terence hit yes. The fire. They woke up in the basement. All of them. Gasping. Alive. The TV screamed. Not sound. But something deeper. The console cracked. The screen warped. The witch's face stretched across it. Furious. Terrified. You can't end me. Brad grabbed the console. Watch me. They dragged it outside. All 8 of them. Together. Gasoline. A match. Terence hesitated. Just for a second. From inside the console. A voice. Soft. Familiar. Don't, it whispered. Aubrey looked at him. Do it. He dropped the match. The fire roared. Black smoke twisted upward. Not rising. Reaching. The witch screamed. Laughed. Cried. All at once. Then. Silence. The twist. Weeks passed. No humming. No dreams. No shadows. The Holloways returned to their lives. So did the Banks family. It was over. It had to be. Until one night. Aubrey sat in the living room. Alone. Drawing. Terence walked in. What are you working on? She held it up. A forest. Dark. Endless. 8 figures standing together. And behind them. A 9th. Tall. Bent. Smiling. Terence's stomach dropped. Aubrey. She tilted her head. Confused. What? He pointed. The extra one. Aubrey looked back at the drawing. And slowly smiled. Oh, she said softly. That's not extra. She looked up at him. Eyes flickering. Just for a second. Blue. She came with us.